What's up guys, welcome back to this tutorial. In this previous tutorial I did something like this and you're wondering, oh, it's working smart, and we all agree that it was working smart. Now guys, I want to show you, if you have like three options, what do you basically need to do to achieve what we want. So guys, let's start straight away and see what we need. Basically here I'm going to be talking about something called else if. It's not if, previously we were using if else, but now we're using else if. So wherever you're having more than two options, you got to call the else if function. So wherever I want to develop a program until you get to a point where the else if function comes in and you get to know what we've been talking about. Okay, so let's get started. So I want to declare some variables, like I'm a teacher in my class, but I'm not a teacher because of kids, especially. Reason being that I want to mess up with many, so I don't do that. So let me declare some variable and say like float, because the grade can be of anything. So let me grade. Let's just let me use float mark. Like I want to use mark 1, mark 1, mark 2. Sorry, this mark 2, and say mark 3. Alright, so that's the test grades, and then say, maybe I'm gonna say float average. Alright, so let me take it simple that way. So I'm gonna say printf and say enter the 3 marks obtained. Alright, enter the 3 marks obtained, and I break to a new line, and here is scanf. So during this scanf is one ensure you add that space, and we call this %f because it's an average, comma, and say here is mark 1. It is mark 1. Alright, so you come here and remember to come again and add here an ampersand. It's very much important for this one because on the test compiler you need to store that one. So you copy this one and paste it maybe some 3 times and say this is mark 2 of course, and this is mark 3. So those are the 3 test marks we have. So enter the 3 marks obtained, right? So like enter the 3 test marks, let me say 3 test marks obtained. After that we're gonna say that average, right, average is equals to, you have mark 1, let me have some space here, is mark 1, is mark 1 plus mark 2 of course, and again plus mark 3, sorry for a moment, is mark 3. Divide this and divide everything by 3 because that's all the tests we have. So we are dividing everything with marks, and say printf and say here gonna print say average marks equals to %f. You come here and say comma average, close that one. Let's try and review this one and see if whatever we're doing is making some sense to us. So just making fun and noisy here, but nothing is happening behind the scenes. So let's check out and see this one if it's gonna be working the same way we're expecting it to be. Check if our program is working smart. So enter the three test marks obtained. So like the first test mark you obtained 70, the second test mark you obtained 80, and the third test mark you obtained 90. The average mark is equals to 80.00. So we can put this one into 2 decimal places and now continue with our program. So this is what we want. If what we want is average is greater than or equals to 90, we say this one gonna be, let's say this one gonna be printf and say grade is, let's say it's called A. So grade is A. Close that one. So here is where our program comes in. This story is coming in here this way. We cannot use an else. Alright, we cannot use an else because an else and say this is the else we're using. It cannot be working smart for this one because whatever using it, it means you have two options. So it's gonna ignore everything and just everything gonna be pretending gonna be else. So for guys, or repeating if is not okay because it's gonna make the program so long. So what do? Instead of nesting and repeating those if, we use else if. So else if is what you use, and say this is going to give a test condition. Alright, so you take this test condition you want, of course, copy this one and put it here and say if average is greater than 80, then this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna just copy this one and paste it here. So you're gonna say grade is B, and then I'm gonna copy this one and maybe paste it 3 times, like so. Like this one is 70, grade gonna be C. This one is 60, grade gonna be D. And lastly, instead of giving our student an F, here's what you come and give an else. So if I give an else and say this one don't have to give a test condition, you just copy this one and paste it here and say you ever don't learn. Right. So say you ever don't learn. That's why I'm not a teacher, because of kids, because then I hate me for that. So let's say if average is if the average is greater than 90, then it's gonna be grade A. If it's above 80, it's gonna be grade B. If it's above 60, I mean if above 70, the grade gonna be C. If above 60, the grade gonna be D. Anything below that, that's we don't never learn in the class. So let's try and then print and pack with this. Let's check. We have an error somewhere. What's this? Okay, this is the error. Somebody like reading already this one. It's okay. I'm seeing another error here, so it's just repeating itself. And you copied an extra. Right, so you come here. Let's just give some space. Working space is enough for us. So like I give you enough space here. That's pretty much okay. Okay. So I think the program is okay to go. Let's check out if whatever we have been doing is resulting in something important or just making noisy and nothing is coming up. But remember, the kids wanna hate me because I tell them they don't read. They read but they don't pass exams. So if they don't pass exams, they never read actually. So if they don't read, they don't learn. That's why they wanna hate me for this. But to be sincere, let's the 3 test marks. This mark had 70. This one had 75. This one had 56. The average is 67. So grade is D. Here we only had some space. We need to have this some space here. Right, gonna be much okay now. Gonna be okay. So let's wait for the compiler to respond and see. I thought I've been doing is making sense, but I know the program gonna be much interesting to you guys. Let's check out on this. Enter the 3 testing marks obtained. This one was 75, this one was 67, and this one we had 98. The average is 80, grade is B. It is true. Let's try it again and see. We obtained 60, obtained 50, and obtained 40. So this student never learns better. Average is 50. You don't learn. So you can see like so the program is not letting us down. It is working smart as expecting. So guys, you can see how you can have as many choices as we have. So guys, let me take a break and explain what has happened. Here we turn the compiler. If or let's just push this one for a moment so that it can be looking much clear for you, not to be confusing. Alright, so it says if the average is greater than 90, then print grade is A. If not above 90, then you come here and print grade is greater than or equals to 80, then print grade B. If not, so you got else. If it's not that one, go to something else. Try until you get what you want, and if nothing is there, then you got the default, which is just else. So it will just be repeating the same statement. The advantage of this one is that wherever you're having, like say here we have just is greater than test grade is 80, and this one too is so the marks you having average, let's say our average is 80, and this two is below 8. So and the test say if it is greater than 70 or above this one, print that one. The reason that's why it's printing B and not C is because B meets the specific requirement according to the program and so much better than the previous one. So that's why else if is better than just having nesting so many programs and repeating stuff in that particular case. This one prevents nesting. Every time you nest into a program, it's gonna be confusing sometime. That's why I prefer you when you use this one, you avoid confusing yourself, because every if statement work out different, but just else added to it to make it a full function and work smart. Guys, thank you for watching. I know now becoming a pro in C, and I hope you're loving the programming that you're going through. So much interesting. Keep learning, of course. I love you so much. Subscribe, like, and share this video to your comrades and tell them to come and learn with you. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the next tutorial.